Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to our Srimad Bhagavatam Stuti series. Today's shloka number is shloka 16 of chapter 4, canto 2 by Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Chakshanaya charanopasadanat
Vichakshanaaya charanopasadhanat
Sangam yudasyo bhayatontaratmanah
Sangham yudasyo bhayatontaratmanaha
Vindanti hi brahmagatim gataklamaha
Vindanti hi brahma gatim gataklamaha
Tasmai Subhadrashravase Namo Namaha.
Tasmai Subhadrashravase Namo Namaha.
Purport meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai. Vichakshanaha,
Vichakshanaha,
highly intellectual.
highly intellectual.
Yat,
Yat,
whose.
whose
Charana upasanat, upasadanat.
charana upasadhanat,
Simply dedicating oneself unto the lotus feet.
simply dedicating oneself unto the lotus feet.
Sangam,
Sangam,
attachment.
attachment.
Yudasya,
Gudasya,
giving up completely.
giving up completely.
Ubhayataha,
Ubayataha,
for present and future existence.
for present and future existence.
Antaha atmanaha,
Antah Atmanaha,
of the heart and soul.
of the heart and soul.
Vindanti,
Vindanti,
moves progressively.
moves progressively.
He,
He,
certainly.
certainly.
Brahmagatim,
Brahmagatim,
towards spiritual existence.
toward spiritual existence.
Gataklamaha,
Gataklamaha,
without difficulty.
without difficulty.
Tasmai,
Tasmai,
unto him.
unto him.
Subhadra,
Subhadra,
all auspicious.
all auspicious.
Shravase,
Shravase,
unto one who is heard.
unto one who is heard.
Namaha,
Namaha,
my due obeisances.
my due obeisances.
Namaha,
Namaha,
again and again.
again and again.
Translation. Let me offer my respectful obeisances again and again
Let me offer my respectful obeisances again and again
unto the all auspicious Lord Sri Krishna,
unto the all auspicious Lord Krishna,
the highly intellectual,
the highly intellectual,
simply by surrendering unto his lotus feet,
simply by surrendering unto his lotus feet,
are relieved of all attachments
are relieved of all attachments
to present and future existences,
to present and future existences,
and without difficulty
and without difficulty
progress toward spiritual existence.
progress towards spiritual existence.
So we'll read Prabhupada's purport. Prabhupada says, Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna, has repeatedly instructed Arjuna, or for that matter, everyone concerned with becoming his unalloyed devotee. In the last phase of his instruction in the Bhagavad Gita, which is shloka 64 to 66 in the 18th chapter, he instructed most confidentially as follows. Sarva guhyatamam bhuyah shrinu me paramam vachah ishtosi me dhridham iti tato vakshyami he hitam manmana bhava madbhaktah madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyah mokshayishyami ma shujah. So Prabhupada is quoting these three shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita. My dear Arjuna, you are very dear to me, and therefore only for your good I will disclose the most secret part of my instructions. It is simply this: become a pure devotee of mine and give yourself unto me only. And I promise you full spiritual existence by which you may gain the eternal right of transcendental loving service unto me. Just give up all other ways of religiosity and exclusively surrender unto me, and believe that I will protect you from your sinful acts, and I shall deliver you. Do not worry anymore. Persons who are intelligent take serious notice of this last instruction of the Lord. Knowledge of the self is the first step in spiritual realization, which is called confidential knowledge. And a step further is God realization, which is called more confidential knowledge. The culmination of the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is God realization. And when one attains the stage of God realization, he naturally, voluntarily becomes a devotee of the Lord to render him loving, transcendental service. This devotional service to the Lord is always based on love of God and is distinct from the nature of routine service as prescribed in Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, or Dhyana Yoga. In the Bhagavad Gita, there are different instructions for such men of different categories, and there are various descriptions for Varnashrama Dharma, Sannyasa Dharma, Yati Dharma, the renounced order of life, controlling the senses, meditation, perfection of mystic powers, etc. But one who fully surrenders unto the Lord to render service unto Him, out of spontaneous love for Him, factually assimilates the essence of all knowledge described in the Vedas. One who adopts this method very skillfully attains perfection of life at once. And this perfection of human life is called Brahmagati, or the progressive march in spiritual existence. As enunciated by Srila Jiva Goswami on the basis of Vedic assurances, Brahmagati means to attain a spiritual form as good as that of the Lord. And in that form, the liberated living being eternally lives on one of the spiritual planets situated in the spiritual sky. Attainment of this perfection of life is easily available to a pure devotee of the Lord without his undergoing any difficult method of perfection. Such a devotional life is full of kirtanam, smaranam, ikshanam, etc., as mentioned in the previous verse. One must therefore adopt this simple way of devotional life in order to attain the highest perfection available in any category of the human form of life in any part of the world. When Lord Brahma met Lord Krishna as a playful child at Vrindavana, he offered his prayer in which he said, Shreyashritim bhaktim udasyate vibho klishyanti ye kevala bodhalabdhaye tesham asau kleshala eva shishyate nanyad yatha sthula tushavaghātinām. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 14th chapter, the 4th shloka. Bhakti Yoga is the highest quality of perfection to be achieved by the intelligent person in lieu of performing a large quantity of spiritual activities. The example cited here is very appropriate. A handful of real paddy is more valuable than heaps of paddy skins without any substance within. Similarly, one should not be attracted by the jugglery of karma kanda or jnana kanda or even the gymnastic performances of yoga, but skillfully should take to the simple performances of kirtanam, smaranam, etc., under a bona fide spiritual master and without any difficulty attain the highest perfection. So, in this particular verse is actually talking about those who are pursuing the path of Jnana Yoga. Those who are pursuing the path of Jnana Yoga, they can also be relieved of all attachments. They can develop this detachment. So here, Sukadeva Goswami is talking about the highly intellectual who surrender unto the lotus feet of the Lord, are immediately relieved of their attachments to anything, both the present and the future, and without difficulty they make progress towards spiritual existence. But in the purport, you see that Prabhupada is actually focusing on Bhakti Yoga and not specifically on Jnana Yoga. And we can see there are many examples of great devotees of the Lord who really did not pursue Jnana Yoga per se. They were very simple. If you look at Kanakadasa in Udupi, he was such a simple soul, but a great devotee of the Lord. He was not of high parentage. In those days, this casteism was very strong. Although it is utterly against the scriptures. But anyway, we had a period in our society, maybe even today, it's continuing in certain temples, where people of lower caste, apparently lower caste, are not allowed to enter. So Kanakadasa wanted to see the Lord. The Lord was more anxious to see him. See, the deity normally in the temple is facing the east direction. But Kanakadasa was on the other side of the temple walls. And the Lord simply turned around to give him darshan, so much so that Kanakadasa could take darshan from a little window. So in Udupi, the deity is facing west, unlike in most temples where the deity is facing east. Even there is a wonderful example of a great devotee called Chokamela, who was a great devotee of Panduranga. Even he was not allowed to enter the temple. He was actually beaten up for even trying to enter the temple. But it is said that once there was a wall behind the temple in one of the streets, and out of some neglect or something, the wall collapsed and fell on Chokamela, and he passed away under that wall. When they tried to dismantle the wall and clear away the debris, the villagers could hear the names of Panduranga Vittala being chanted by the bones of Chokamela. He had already left his body. Such was his devotion for the Lord that even the bones were chanting Vittala, 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 Vittala. So what did the villagers do? They took the bones and made a samadhi right across from the Pandharpur temple. That samadhi is there even today. So these are not devotees of great parentage or great intellectual might. They were simple devotees who had just pure love for the Lord. Even if you look at the writer of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Vyasadeva, he was not necessarily of high parentage, right? His mother was a fisherwoman, Vyasadeva. So you can understand even Valmiki, the compiler of Ramayana. He was a hunter who was hunting and killing people. He couldn't even recite Rama. So his guru told him, you do Marama, Rama, Rama, Rama. And then eventually that became Rama, 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 Rama. So where in the history of our Vedic culture do you see great Jnanis being pure devotees of the Lord? You actually see many, many simple people becoming very pure devotees of the Lord. So that is why Prabhupada is actually focusing on Bhakti Yoga in his purport and not necessarily Jnana Yoga. So be simple. Just simply offer yourself to Krishna, and that is more than enough for us to go back to Krishna. We don't need to do, as Prabhupada says, any gymnastics, any intellectual jugglery of words. We just have to serve Krishna with love. And that's why Prabhupada is emphasizing that 18.66 shloka. That the Lord doesn't care about your birth, your lineage, your intellectual capacity. He just wants your simplicity in devotion. That is more than enough to satisfy the Lord.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.